Think of the person you helped the most, the one you gave your time, your money, your silence, your strength, the one who, when nobody else was there, you carried on your shoulders. Now think about what they did to you when you needed them. If you are like most human beings, they were not there. Or worse, they were among the first to wound you, to gossip, to turn away, to watch you sink while pretending not to see. This is not your imagination. It is not bad luck. It is one of the oldest, darkest laws of the human soul. And over 100 years ago, a German philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche put it into the cruelest, most accurate words ever written. In the next 11 minutes, you will hear 5 brutal lessons from Nietzsche that will change the way you look at every person you have ever helped. Nietzsche wrote a single sentence that explains nearly all betrayal in this world. He said, "It is not the strong who feel pity. It is the weak who hate the strong for feeling it." When you help someone, you do not only give them a favor, you give them proof of their own weakness. You stand on higher ground. You remind them every single time they see you that they were once below. And the human soul, Nietzsche teaches, cannot bear to feel inferior for long. This is why the people you help feel a strange, secret wound. They smile at first, they thank you, but underneath slowly a quiet feeling grows. They begin to dislike you, not because you were cruel, but because you were generous. Your kindness, Nietzsche warned, is a mirror they cannot look into. Nietzsche gave a single word to the disease that grows inside the people you help: ressentiment. It is not ordinary anger. Ordinary anger comes and goes. Resentment is a slow poison. It builds day by day, year by year, hiding behind every smile. The man who borrows from you and cannot repay. The woman you saved from the storm of her own choices. The friend who slept on your couch when nobody else would have them. Each of them, deep inside, begins to ask the same forbidden question: why does he have what I do not have? And from that question, slowly, the betrayal grows. Nietzsche said, "He who fights with monsters should be careful, lest he becomes one." But he also said something deeper, that those we save will often become the first monsters to bite us, because mercy in the soul of the weak becomes humiliation, and humiliation given enough time becomes hatred. This is the lesson that most people in our soft modern world refuse to hear. Nietzsche believed pity was a poison, not for the one who receives it, for the one who gives it. He wrote, "Pity multiplies the suffering of the world." When you take on the burdens of another person again and again, you do not become stronger. You do not become a saint. You become tired. You become bitter. You become a man who has given so much that he no longer recognizes himself. And here's the cruelest part. The person you carry does not even feel grateful. They feel weak. And to escape the feeling of weakness, they invent reasons to despise you. They say behind your back, "He thinks he is better than us. She is full of pride." He did it only to show off. Nietzsche saw it clearly. The man who pities the world ends up alone, while the world he helped goes on talking about him behind his back. In one of his most dangerous books, On the Genealogy of Morality, Nietzsche described 2 kinds of human beings. The first he called the masters, men and women who create, who build, who decide what is good and what is evil by their own will. They give from a place of strength. They expect nothing in return. The second he called the slaves, not slaves in body, slaves in soul. They invented a clever weapon to fight against the masters, the morality of weakness. This slave morality teaches that being weak is being good, that being meek is being pure, that to be silent and quiet and to never demand anything is the truest form of virtue. And so, when a strong person helps a weak person, the weak person uses this morality as a weapon. They say to themselves, "He is proud, he is dangerous, he is too sure of himself, he must be brought down." And one day when the strong man stumbles, The weak ones gather, they smile, they whisper, they quietly destroy him. This, Nietzsche warned, is not a story about bad people. It is the deepest law of human society. The eagle, he said, will always be hunted by the chickens who once ate from his hand. So what does Nietzsche teach us to do? He does not tell us to stop helping. He does not tell us to become cruel. He tells us something much more difficult. He tells us to overcome ourselves, to overcome the need to be loved by those we have saved, to overcome the secret hunger for gratitude, to overcome the small, foolish part of us that gives to others in order to feel important. When you can give without expecting, truly without expecting, then the betrayal of those you helped no longer touches you. They can talk, they can leave, they can stab you in the back. You will not bleed because you no longer hold out your hand for thanks. This, Nietzsche said, is the way of the higher man, to give from overflowing strength, to bless and walk away, to live as the sun lives, burning, giving, owing nothing to those who receive its warmth. But there is one practical warning, and it is the one most people miss. Nietzsche did not say give to everyone. He said the opposite. He said choose with absolute care the souls you carry. Help the strong who are temporarily weak. They will rise again, and your friendship will be deep as a mountain. Do not help the weak who are permanently bitter. They will swallow your gold and curse you